Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om, all those that are invisible are filled by Brahman. All those that are visible are also fully permeated by Brahman. The whole universe has come out of the whole Brahman. Brahman is still full, although the whole universe has come out of it. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are reading Śvetāśvatara Upanishad, and we are in the 5th chapter now. Last time we read the first 5 verses, 3 verses, not 5. So there we found that the very first verse started that dve akṣare brahmapare tu anante vidye avidya nihite yatra gure sharang tu avidya amritang tu vidya vidya vidye īśate jastu so annaha. So what does it mean? Sharang to avidya, ignorance. Kshara means which is perishable. That perishable avidya. Avidya means ignorance. Our ignorance leads us to that which is perishable. In ignorance we see the world, we see the fleeting things, we get attracted, we get attached. So it is happening because of avidya or ignorance. And amritam to vidya, the wisdom, knowledge that takes us to immortality, unchanging absolute. And vidya, they are all two different things, but entirely different from these two, kshara and akṣara. That means this is avidya and vidya. There is a reality which is that is called imperishable. They akṣare, in between, beyond these two, that is remain akṣar, imperishable, remains the ananta, the infinite. The nihito, it is the gudha. Gudha means embedded in a very secret way. That supreme reality remains, in whom all this existence of wisdom and as well as ignorance. In Brahman everything is there, and he who governs them both. So he is talking about the transcendental reality. Avidya is blocking our vision and is taking us to mortal or changeful universe. And wisdom, when it comes, that also is taking to the perishable or imperishable reality. But there is in this imperishable, there is in the infinite, there is both vidya and avidya. Knowledge and ignorance are both in that absolute truth. It is nihita. Therefore, everything is in Brahman. So again or again, if we say 2 words, Ramakrishna said, Jnana Jnaner par, that reality is beyond Jnana and Ajnana. Why? So long you have the idea of knowledge, we have the idea of ignorance. Whenever we are in ignorance, there is an idea of knowledge. But that reality which is beyond these two. But though both exist in him, in the same ocean exist ripple bubble waves, as also there is something which is not perturbed by anything. Both are there. And that is infinite. In that infinite reality, everything is there. So we read that ignorance leads to the perishable, wisdom that leads to immortality. Entirely different from these. is He, that is the reality. And that is the reality, is He, which is imperishable, which is infinite, which is the secret of all secret, which is the supreme Brahman. And in whom, in that Brahman, exists wisdom as also act ignorance. And He also governs. That means what you see, everything is that reality only in name and form. Whether you see it in perspective of the changeable or unchangeable. I am seeing this changeable world, but I am seeing God, the divine. I do not know, this is my ignorance, but what I am experiencing and seeing, that is all the divine, all the pure. So this concept is very important, that whether I see, Swami Vivekananda said, no, that you see, in inspired talks he said, before seeing this table you see God first, and the table next. Because it is the only reality which appearing as the name and form, perishable or imperishable nature, with meditation when you go beyond these changes, but both are existing in that absolute reality, Brahman. And so this ignorance and wisdom is, Brahman is said to be different from them because both ignorance and wisdom are modifications of mind. Who says it is ignorance? Who says it is knowledge? Mind says. So mind itself is ignorant, a product of ignorance. Therefore he is not therefore their form, but their witness. So consciousness is the witness consciousness. Again, it is in him that they both subsist and he governs them. Now, next verse, second verse we read. Yo yonim madhitisthati ekaha, that ekaha, that one absolute. Yonim means in various creation in the world, in every created in units in the nature. Madhitisthati, he is presiding. In every wave, it is the ocean presiding, it is the water presiding. So every name and form, whatever, yonim means whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you observe, you are seeing whatever you see. But you are seeing God only. But you do not know, we do not know. We do not know I am seeing the ocean. But I think that I am seeing the wave only. But wave has no existence other than ocean. And then the water makes, that same water which makes a wave, it makes the big wave a small wave. So, yah ekaha, only to understand that who is one, only one, Udhitishtati presiding over Vishwani in all the forms of Rupani, all the diverse forms of the world, and Sarva Yonihi, from all the source of production from which everything has come out, Udhitishtati, it is he presiding, it is the ocean presiding everywhere, Brahman presiding everywhere, Satchidananda presiding everywhere. There is only name and form. Ja, who, Vishwani Rupani Yoni, Rishing Prasutam Kapilang Justamagre, Gyanoir Vibhakti Jayamanam Chopasset. So what says, he witnesses the birth of even the firstborn. And Kapila, seer of golden color and nourisher of this wisdom. So it is who have observed it, the sages in ancient time, Kapila has experienced that. He witnessed the birth of this firstborn, seer of golden color, and nourishes him with wisdom. The firstborn means they refer to Hiranyagarbha, or the cosmic soul who projects the universe. So he is coming from Ishvara state to Hiranyagarbha state, one step. And that creates the universe. So as we recall, that this is the individual, we live in three states: waking state, dream state, sleep state. Waking state is called viśve, individually. You, me, I am a viśve, I am seeing this gross world. My name will be Tejasa. In the dream, we see ourselves also. How? With the what light? Some Teja. It is what light? That's why that existence, there is no external light like this. That is called Tejas. And then Another state is called prajna, the third state when we go to deep sleep. Now individual line is like in, and the cosmic line, suppose the whole universe taken together, is called virata. The gross universe of gross material universe is called virata. And then if you go to the subtle from which it comes, when the virata goes into sleep, first go to dream, that dream state is hiranya. Hiranya means gold, garbha means womb, that means effulgent, the cosmic effulgence. That is the sapna state of God, you can say. And waking state is called the virata, sleep state. But from that sleep state comes this universe. And from that comes from Ishvara, above. So this is the cosmic and individual analysis of our three states of being. So he alone presides over nature in all aspects. He means that Brahman, or the Supreme Consciousness. And he controls every form and every cause of... He controls everything. The law, the absolute truth, which is one step coming down, becomes Ishvara. He controls everything, he creates everything, everything comes out of him. He witnesses the birth of the firstborn. Firstborn is the Hiranyagarbha. And he is above Hiranyagarbha, so he sees the birth, that from him came the Hiranyagarbha. And nourishes him with wisdom. And he is the supplier of all nourishment. And meaning, the Upanishad is always taking us to one direction, to think that you are that reality which is the supreme Satchidananda consciousness. Only name and form differs, and you are in the gross level or in subtle level. They are all governed by that power of Ishvara with the Maya power. Now, we have read the third verse also. That there we read, the differentiating each gunas into its species. Each gunas means three gunas, we know. Differentiating sattva, rajas and tamas, separating each gunas into its species, and diverse types of creation comes, and each species into its members. The Supreme Being withdraws them once more into their own ground. So the creating this universe with the three gunas, diverse types of creation happens. Sattva, more sattva, less sattva. Sattva, rajas and tamas proportionately from good, huge number of sattva quality, say 90% sattva, 5% tamas, 5% rajas. And you can make so many permutation and combinations. The whole universe of diversity comes out of that. So, differentiating each gunas into its species, it divides into species. How many species come? Same category, we say it is, this is a plant, it is one variety, and it has so many species in that. It's a human being, they have so many species in that. So, dividing them into species, that means one becoming many like that, and then again withdraws back into one. Comes from one evolution and involution. Swamiji said that this universe is not created at one time only. And then scientists are talking about them. But the main point is that Vedantic stand, what Swami Vivekananda said, this creation is like evolution and involution. Holy Ramakrishna said that the grandma in the home, in early days, they used to collect, when the fruit is over or the plants are given their fruits, there is no more fruit trees or plants, no? Mother used to collect all type of seeds and keep in a hush-hush pot. That means in that pot it is, and when time comes, again brings out those seeds and then plants them. So it's God involution As I said, gross universe, second verse says, going up to the Virata, or individually viśve, my world of existence, this whole world of existence, this cosmic level, all these are coming and diversifying. And now after diversification, ruling and controlling and making some fun, again he withdraws. As we do every day. Every day we are now in the waking state, it is expanded, all expanded. When you go to dream, you are withdrawing your consciousness from outside. You are, even this physical body you are forgetting, but you are remaining in your dream body and dream world. So you are withdrawing. And then that is also withdrawn. You go to deep sleep. When you don't dream, you have neither you are experience of the waking state, neither you have the experience of the dream state. So that is a state withdrawn. So this, and again what happens? When again time comes, it expands. As we do, we wake up from the dream, where comes the entire world comes before us. So it is, that's a withdrawing, and so this is the philosophy that creation is withdrawing, expanding and withdrawing. Evolution and involution. And that is not one-time issue. Hindus believe that is going on in the time eternal. The play is eternal play going on. So, Supreme Being withdraws them once more into their own ground. And then, own ground, here he says own ground is, who creates this universe? Not Brahman. Brahman does not do anything. To create who you need? Maya. Brahman cannot create. Brahman is only one absolute. How he will create? But he is Shakti. Vedanta, Shaktos will say Shakti, and Vedanta says Maya. It has not happened, but you look like that. But anyhow, Maya creates that. So when it withdraws into the Maya, look at that, what happens in our dreamless sleep. When everything is withdrawn to where? To the last phase called ajnana, ignorance. Last trace. If you can penetrate that, then you are a Brahmajnani. Every day we go back and forth. We go to Susupti every day. But we remain the same old guy. No change. We don't transform ourselves. But why? Because there is some layer which is called ignorance, Maya. In cosmic level Maya, in individual level avidya. It's something, that's why I say, oh, I do not know, I slept so much last night. I slept, that means sleeping, that means I was in state of ignorance. There was something, I could not see anything, I could not feel anything. But I felt something, that was joy. That's why everyone finds so much peaceful when they go to sleep. You give a person every amenities, entire food, singing, dancing, playing, whatever he wants. Only don't allow him to sleep 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and so look what happens to that guy. So in deep sleep state, no one needs any money to be entertained. No one needs any good food. That was even in the dream state. It was necessary, even in the dream state that was there. Food is there, we eat food, we drink juice, whatever we do. But in the sleep state, what do you have? Where from you get the ananda? Where you feel so much peace? What is the source of that peace? There is the eternal peace. But I do not know. Why do you don't know? Because there is a layer of covering, avidya, ignorance. কি বলছেন? Avarana. Avarana Shakti or vṛkṣe Shakti you are talking about. This is the Avarana Shakti. So Avarana is covering. So but by meditation when you go, yogis what they do? They also withdraw. See, the same thing happens. When you go to sleep, what happens? the awareness of your external world gradually goes away. Does it not? And then you go into dream state. So our external is gone. Avarana, here avarana started. One layer of avaran is taking away the consciousness of this world. Now you go to dream world, there is another world appears, not this one, unaware of all this. And there is some existence and you feel. But what light is there? Ever did you think about that in your dream? Who give you the electric light? You see electricity there. You may see there is a night lamp and a house you have entered, 1,000-watt bulb is on. But what light you are seeing? The eyes are closed, no external light. What light? It is the same light coming from inside. And with the avarana, another avarana, it crosses one layer and second layer gets lighted. That is, in our dream, we see things. Which light? What light? The light of the same consciousness diffused and coming to another layer. Now you go, forget that. Now you go deeper. When you deep sleep, we all find peace. We all find joy. Because Satchidananda, God, Lord, what you call, not God, don't say God, Brahman, that's consciousness and absolute joy, blissful, is you are going to touch that, but there is a layer which you say, I do not know when I slept. I do not know when it rained. I do not know when you knocked my door. When the phone rang, I do not know. Tell you not know. But you know that you don't know, is it not? How can you say, I do not know? One knowledge is necessary to say that I do not. No? So I do not know anything, but I felt the joy. I do not know means there is a knowledge behind. And that knowledge is unchanging knowledge. But that can be penetrated in meditation time, as I was going to say. I always refer to this. When you go to meditation, what you do? First you do your eye closed, is it not? What do? You are disconnecting with the external world. Someone is coming to the door, your eyes will go. Sound, pluck your ears. Some people pluck ears, no? So that external noise does not disturb you. Okay? So you are shutting down the physical world gradually. So we are going to the dream world. Is it not dream? You are thinking of God. So who is thinking? Your mind is thinking. And you are thinking, your ishta is sitting in your heart, it is effulgent, it is radiant, it is smiling. So you are imagining that. What you are imagining? You are bringing the same thing what is happening in the dream world. In the dream world, mind thinks out of his own. You do not know what thought will come. But you are directing your mind gradually into the inner realm. And you are forcing it to think in one way by Guru instructed us, or the spiritual teachers who taught us all this, and rishis, munis, they meditated that way. We follow their path, and then that becomes reality. So you are shutting down from external. Now you are entering into the internal world, Toijasa world, or Hiranyagarbha world. And when you feel that your ishta is Hiranyagarbha, all radiant and light, then it will take you to the next level. But that is also, it is your prayeno, it's a pragga. Pragga has two meanings. Pragga means two meanings. Pragga means prayeno agga, almost you are fool. You don't know anything. That's called fool. Almost you are fool. That means you do not know. Yet you do not know. You have gone so far, but you do not know. Because there is a veil of ignorance. And when meditation is very intense, and with the conscious mind you move. Your mind is conscious, naturally veil drops off. Because consciously you are moving, that's why you know the track. And when you reach there, then you have the Ishvara vision, darshan. And then when that veil also drops, you merge yourself into that cosmic. So what we do in meditation, actually we do this, what is in evolution and involution. In a cosmic level it is happening. And in individual level, every day we are going to evolution and involution, evolution and involution. In the morning, evolution. At the night, involution. We understand evolution so quickly. Which raise you. Sometimes if you are deep sleep, you suddenly wake up, you do not know where you are. So where you are, sometimes people make a mistake. That one place to another place, if one person travels very much here and there, suddenly in deep sleep you may make a mistake and you may fall down or do something thinking that you are in another bed. So that intense feeling of evolution, it happens so spontaneously from involution to evolution when I wake up, but when it's night time we go to sleep, it has evolution to withdrawing into involution. So not that every day one will see the dream, but normally 3 states goes like that, waking, dream and sleep. But beyond that, sleep is that condition. So, but that's why it is said, differentiating each guna into the species and each species into its members, the Supreme Being withdraws them once more into their own ground. What is the ground? Ground is the ignorance. As we go every day to sleep, ignorant barrier, so cosmic reality goes back into the Maya ground. This is called avidya ground. Am I right or not? You are all silent. Is it okay? Do we go to Maya? We go every day to the ignorant state, no? That's called pragya, prayano agga. That's why Sanskrit term 2 words. One is prayano agga, almost full, and another is pragya, means man of wisdom. So here, every day, we go to that pragya state. Almost we are befooled. There is a layer of ignorance that does not allow us. Avidya blocks our journey there. And in the cosmic level, it is called journey ends there in the Maya. That's why Ramakrishna said, you pray, pray, pray. And the Maya opens the door, unless it is Maya's veil is dropped, you will have no realization. And then we call Maya as Mahamaya. Oh Mother, please open thy door. No? So see how it is related to. You should always match these statements, understand it in the light of Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna is great help for us because we have no concept about all these things unless Ramakrishna has specifically described in this way. So, being, and the ground, own ground means Maya. Again, bringing forth the agents of creation, the great self holds sway over them, and then bringing out, and he then controls everything. The whole cosmos is controlled by Maya, Brahman added with Maya, Ishvara. So God, he, involution, evolution going on, diversity he creates, and then withdraws into the Maya, and again from Maya he projects it. And not only projects, he controls it. You can produce anything. You can create a Frankenstein, no? But you have to have the control. But God has the control over everything. So this is the idea of God. Now, fourth verse. Sarva dishaha urdham adhasya tirjak urdham adhascha tirjak prakāsayan bhrajate jadvat anyan prati jadvat anyan evam sadevo bhagavan varenyo yonishvāvan adhitishtati ekaha. Jau, as Anodyan means the sun. It's an ancient Sanskrit term. Sun is Anodyan. Just as the sun shines lighting up all space above, below and across. Sarva dishaha, all directions. Disha means the directions. Urdham, above, adha, below, tirjak, in all the corners. Prakāsayan, manifesting everything. Bhrajate, jadvat, adyan. That is mean, it's as the sun. As we see the sun rises, what happens? All the darkness, sarva disha, all the directions, east, west, north, south, all the directions we find lighted. What happens about the urdham? Up is all lighted. Below what we see, that is lighted. Tirjang, all the corners and invisible places, all get lighted. Tirjang, prakāsayan, it lights up, it lightens, and bhrajate, and its existence removes all darkness. As the sun does that, similarly, evam sadevo, in the similar way, that devā means God, devā means duti, effulgent. That effulgent, all self-luminous reality, Bhagavan, we call him Bhagavan. Because Brahman cannot do anything. To do some action you need Bhagavan. That is the Judeo-Christian ideal, it's called God. We sometimes make a mistake because we speak many times to indicate one thing, but we say the language wrong. God comes first. But Vedanta, you have to be careful when you are putting the word God and when you are using the word Brahman. So here, as the sun rises means action. When Brahman becomes active and manifesting this universe he created, then it puts the light on all. Everything becomes visible, tangible, perceptible. Sarvo evam sadevo Bhagavan, he is God, Lord God, Bhagavan, Varenyam, which is most respectable, representative of goodness, preside over everything. So does the yonisvāvan adhitishtati ekaha. Everything that has his nature of the cause, he presides over that. As the sun presides the whole planetary system, no? Say morning till now, who is controlling us? Who is controlling us? Sun is controlling. Is it not? You woke up. Oh, it is 6 o'clock. I'll have to get up. I'm late. Why are you talking about late? Who is controlling you? The rising of the sun. I'll have to go to office. Why? Sun is rising. He is dictating the whole universe. Unconsciously, we are guided by him. It is evening time, we have to go to prayer. I am late. Why are you running late? Who is guiding you? Clock. Clock is run by sun. So, in another way, just a good example, as the sun controls our every movement, every action, we have to go to bed, it is too late. You are referring with reference to the sun, no? Everything we are referring to the condition of the sun. Similarly, the eternal sun, who is absolute, there is no creation. But when it comes one step down, we call Ishvara, he is controlling everything. How he controls? He has no string to pull. He does like the sun does, his presence does everything control. There's a beautiful idea, how the entire world is moving. Every billions and billions of people, suppose in a meeting there are only 100,000 people have assembled. You go to Kumbh Mela. Who brought them together? Who controlled them? Oh, this is auspicious moment, you will have to take a bath. That's the one word. You need to have a heavy bath. After that bath, people from all over, north, south, people from America and those who are devotees from different countries, all are flying, going and assembling there. Who is making that connection? Who is controlling them actually? We may say, I desire, that's a different thing. I desire, you desire, this desire, but who is actually created this desire in your mind on such and such day, that is the auspicious moment, and I will have to take a deep say, accordingly I will have to go 2 days early, I will have to take a shelter, and I will do this. So all these actions are controlled by whom? So Ishvara, God, controls everything in that way. As the sun controls the life of our life in this planet and in another planets also. So this is the way we are controlled by the divine. So the running translation goes, just as the sun shines lighting up all space above, below and across, even so does that one adorable God, Varenyam, Bhagavan. Varenya means adorable, respectable. The repository of all, what is the God's quality? You think of God, all good things, goodness, greatness all come. So he is the repository of all goodness and greatness. He is preside over everything that has the nature of a cause. That means which is born. Whatever is born as a cause, when the temple is here, there is a cause. What is the cause? When Swami was here, he thought there will be a temple. So the thought in the mind of that Swami created. So whatever has a cause is controlled by God. We think, I am thinking. You don't think anything. It is all controlled by one God who is Brahman with Maya, that we call God, Saguna Brahman, that's why we call Saguna Brahman. And that is the controller, and he creates, from him came Hiranyagarbha, and Hiranyagarbha to the whole creation, and creating this, he controls everything all over. This is the explanation. Everything that has this nature of a cause, meaning the nature, Prakriti and its evolutes, all these which are variously conceived as the cause of the world by different schools. All the different schools of Vedanta philosophy and non-dual qualified Vedanta or dualistic Vedanta, whatever, they have different philosophies. What is the cause? Kutasma jata, where do we come from? This question has been resolved. And that's in the explanation of the Upanishads are done by Madhacharya, Shankaracharya, Vallabhacharya. So they, according to their plan, what is the cause, ultimate cause? Vedanta says absolute Brahman is the cause, though he is not cause, but causeless cause. But that is. But other philosophy says cause is time is a cause. I like that different other philosophical ideas are there. So whatever has a cause means creation, variously conceived as the cause of the world by different schools of philosophy and science, are not in themselves cause of the world. They are not the cause for this world. They deserve the name cause only because God works through them. That means it is God has created, it has come from God. God is the cause and others are on. Okay, so Swami Lokeshwarananda, what he speaks, let us go to that. Yeah. The sun shines, giving light above, below, on all sides, in all directions. Similarly, the Lord, being the sole cause of everything, controls all that exists. He is the only Almighty God, worshipped by all. Very simple to understand. The sun is often used as a symbol of God. To us it appears to be supreme because we depend on it. It is the source of life, as it were. The sun is the source of life, undoubtedly. No plant world can live, no human personalities can live, even this material sun, materialistic viewpoint. Without the sun, there would be no light at all. So also Brahman illumines everything, everywhere. Everywhere he rules. He shines on high place, on low places, on all sides. He is the cause of everything. Here devā, that means luminous. Brahman is self-luminous. He does not depend on others for light. Moon depends on sun, but sun depends on whom? On himself. Similarly, Brahman is dependent on himself. He does not depend on somebody to light it. This bulb is necessary to light this room. But who needs the light? The electricity. That's the self-supporting thing, is electricity. Like that you go to the cause, that is the self-luminous cause. Rather, he gives light to everything. He is also Bhagavan. That is, he has great powers. Thus he is Varanya, he is worshipped. He is deserving of worship by all because he is the Supreme. Who can describe Brahman? He is unique, ekaha, one without a second. We cannot even imagine anything that is one without a second. Brahman controls everything, yet he is not doing anything. Brahman controls everything, but doing nothing. It is as you gave the example, sun, doing nothing. Sun only in the sky. The earth rotates around it, sun is there only. But standing in one place, he is the controller of everything. Brahman controls everything, yet he is not doing anything. He is the witness, sakshi. When we are conscious of this phenomenal world, we have to recognize that Brahman is active. And when we look at the phenomenal world, the Brahman active Brahman. That's passive Brahman. Yeah? That means saguna Brahman. With the guna of the three, sattva, rajas and tamas quality, that is guna. This world is his lila, but at the same time Brahman remains unchanged, unaffected. The sun remains unchanged and unaffected, but sun controls everything, sun being steady. So Brahman is a closer example to take in our mind, that sun remains the same, earth rotates around that. So all these luminaries, what we see, is a product of sun. The earth is nothing but sun, is it not? Materially, a portion of the sun is the earth, is it not? So this is sun in any way. And it shines, the sun is being lighted by all this product is lighted by the sun. It controls, but not doing anything. To himself he is in his own grandeur. So this Brahman remains in his own grandeur, not doing anything, but he controls everything. Okay? And another is the Shankara's commentary here. So I'll try to read that. He shines, illuminating all the directions, above, below and others, as does the sun does. In this way, that God, the effulgent and adorable one, rules alone over all those that stand as the sources. So this is Swami Gambhirananda Maharaj's book, very good, Shankara's commentary. He, Bhrajate means science, shining through his light, the light of his own consciousness, Prakasyan, illuminating sarvaha disa, all the directions, the eastern, western and all this. Urdham, above, adha, below, tirjak, others, the directions on the different sides. Yattu, anadvan, as does the sun, anadvan, I was reading wrongly. Just to anadvan, as does the sun, does. This is the meaning. As the sun is engaged in lighting up the wheel of the world, evam, in this way, saw Bhagavan, that God, capital, who is endowed with divine powers, etc. Bhagavan is what? It has 6 powers. It is the kotitto. What are the 6 powers? Gyan, Balo, Birjo, Aishwarjo, like that. Control. Again, it's full of knowledge. God has knowledge all the time. It does not depend on anybody to acquire Gyan. Bala, power. Indomitable power. Who creates the whole cosmos. So, Bala, Birjo. Then, Google can help us all the time. Yeah. So Bala, it means Bhagavan is the proprietor of all riches, meaning he possesses all wealth in the universe. All wealth is God's wealth, is not. We are saying my money, my property. It is your property, it is God's property. You are allowed to stay. I purchase my property. Your purchased property means it is God's property. You are given to stay. So wealth, strength. He has unlimited strength, inherent from the beginning of his existence. Fame. Bhagavan is renowned throughout the whole universe. For instance, the fame of the Bhagavad Gita, a scripture spoken by the Lord Krishna, is a testament to his fame. Beauty. He has infinite beauty. He possesses unlimited beauty, attracting everyone to him. Knowledge. Yes, Bhagavan is the reservoir of all knowledge. All the science, all the philosophies, everything is his knowledge. And his knowledge surpasses all others. And renunciation, although he is the creator and sustainer of the universe, Bhagavan remains detached. He creates everything, but he is not attached to anything. These are the 6 qualities of the powers of Bhagavan. 6 powers of Bhagavan. And cause of the entire universe. Odhitishtati, he rules. Ekaha, alone he rules. Svabhavam, Svabhavan. The objects, bhava, such as the earth, etc., are identical with him. So, that means he rules alone. Yoni, Svabhavan, all those that stand as the source of the earth. The cause of anything. Why, if you go analyze, what is the cause of this? You end there, and that ultimate cause is God. Everything has come out of God. Now, 5th verse, I will read few minutes are there. Yacca svabhavam pachati viśve viśve paśyaścha sarvan paśyaścha sarvan purinamayetja sarvametat viśvam odhitishtati eka Gunāṃsca sarvān, gunāṃsca sarvān, viniyojayatya, viniyojayatya. So what does it mean? Yacca svabhavang paśyaty viśve. Yacha, that who, viśve, who is the source, cause of all this universe, all this planetary system, all these grand universes. So Yacha, who is viśve, source of all the world, svabhavam, its own nature, paśyaty, develops. He who is the one source of all the world brings out everything out of his own nature. All this universe has come out from God, and God is the source of all. Therefore, everything has come out of his own nature, capital nature, prakriti, and leads creatures to perfection according to their deserts and endows each being with its distinguishing characteristic. So he is the he leads the creatures to perfection. God leads us to the path of perfection. Sarvan pacyan, that are fit for being brought to perfection. Sarvan, all those who are fit to have perfection or ready for perfection, so purinamayajat transforms them. Yacha sarvan gunan, who are of the various qualities, vinijojayat, distributes, ekaha sarvam, that one alone, etad vishvam udhitishtati. He presides in this whole world of creation. So he who is the one source of the world, Jacha, one source, sarvam etad vishvam udhitishtati ekaha. Ekaha is the one. He who is the one source of the ekaha vishvam udhitishtati, he presides over this, the source. That source being brings out everything out of his own nature. That means there is no second object. Any creation needs some matter, we call material cause. But here material cause and efficient cause are same. Material cause means look at the table. What is the matter with which it's prepared? Wood, primarily wood. And who has prepared it? A carpenter. So, this is called the material cause is one thing, separate. And carpenter is a separate person. So two things are different. One is the material cause, matter, which is composed, and one conscious entity, as a carpenter, he used his skill to produce this table. But in case of this whole world, what is the matter? Matter is also God, because he has brought out his maya shakti. And the efficient cause who created it, he is also God. God who plays in two roles, both the roles. He became the matter and he became the efficient cause to create this universe. Normally, in everything in the world with creation, two ideas are there necessary. One is who creates it, one material thing is necessary, and another intelligent person necessary to do that. But intelligent person is God here, the whole universe he has done. That much we can accept. But the material cause, well, he has become. That's why he called this, everything is God. Like the ocean, as is the example again. Ocean, the ocean water. Water is H2O. That water is nothing but ocean. So what is the efficient cause and material cause? Ocean is the matter. Ocean water is the matter in every wave and ripple. That is the ocean water. And the cause in the ocean, the power of swelling was there. That's why. So it is the efficient and material cause. So God is the only exception to this, that both are God himself. He does not need any other agent to create this universe. That makes a speciality with God. and leads creatures to perform, and after creation guides them, leads creatures to perfection, ultimately to take them to the path of perfection, to liberation, according to their deserts. Deserts means, what the desert means? Paśyaty, that are fit for being brought to perfection. According to their wish. Those who want to be liberated, so God helps them to take away. And endows each being with his distinguished characteristic. See, we have so many people in the same home, maybe 3 children. Each one has a distinctive characteristic. Ascharya, it's really, creation is unique. Even the flakes, when they snow flakes, they say, how many flakes fall? No 2 flakes are equal, they say. I do not know. That's the uniqueness of creation. God creates in such a way, all this distinction, it is created by Him. And imperfection in us to perfection, He is also helping us. That's why Raja Yoga says, in the last part Swamiji has said, the mother nature takes the child in his hand, taking him to the different experiences of life, to the high desert of suffering and pain and pleasure, leading to the path of perfection. So this is the path of perfection. God Himself creates this, puts this delusion, lila, and then again, who are ready, takes them across the ocean of life. Thus, He presides over the whole universe. Note says, the mantra conveys the idea that the whole evolution of the universe is to be traced ultimately to the divinity. There is no sin. Vedanta does not accept that. So everything has come out of the same divine one. That's why Vedanta says, you are pure already. You are already pure. You need not to have to do anything. Just assert your identity, you are pure, stainless. So he said, the universe is to be traced ultimately, its root cause is divinity, purity. But in the details of the cosmic process, like a birth and growth of individuals, as well as in the periodic recurrences of creation and dissolution, he is guided by the law of karma. It is the same pure soul is guided by the karma when he enters into the world of duality. He is guided by the law of karma. The expression, according to their results, points out the right place of karma in the development of individual. So when they are ready, their karma is right, and they have seen the world in its real experiencing the world, and then they go back to their own source. So that is the verse number 5. 4 and 5 we read it, and 5 I will read from Shankara's. 5 says, the source of the universe, it is Swami Gambhirananda Maharaj, the source of the universe, who brings about the nature of things, who transforms all things that are mutable, and who directs all 3 qualities. He rules alone this universe. So that is the running translation. The source of the universe, the world, is to be changed in gender to yadā, who paśyaty, brings about. Svabhavam means the nature of the things, for instance the heat and fire, etc. Ya parinamat, who transforms all things that are paśyan, mutable, like the earth, and Ja viniyojayat, directs the 3 gunas, qualified sattva, rajas and tamas. He who is of the nature of ruler, and alone this sarvam, the whole universe, is ruled by him. So that is the word for word translation. Nothing much has been said in Sankara. And now I'll read what Swami Lokeshwarananda Maharaj has explained. He says, He is the cause of everything. He gives life. He gives everything its character, such as the heat of fire and the coolness of water. He also helps everything attain its maturity. He alone controls the whole world. There are three qualities in the world, sattva, rajas and tamas. These qualities each have a particular characteristic which is derived from him alone. The word sarvam here refers to the nature of something. Svabhavam means nature of something. For instance, we know that the fire burns. It is the nature of or svabhavam of the fire to burn. Who gave this power to the fire? It is Brahman alone. Similarly, the power of nature of water is coolness. All of us have more or less some special power that is allowed to us. We all have some power, no? We can do something good, something bad, that is the power is given. Is allotted to us. Who has given? God has given. He is the viśve, the source of everything, the cause of all cause, the first cause. So he says, this is the nature of the whole world. Everyone has to pass through these stages unless he dies permanently. You cannot say, I will always be youthful, I will not decay and die. Neither can you get back to your childhood in the same case. In some cases, a person may decline very quickly before his death, but in other cases, the process of decline goes on for many years. So, means the change in the nature of this universe, nothing is constant. According to Vedanta, all things in the world are subject to Saravikara, 6 forms of changes. First, a person is born, then asti, he survives, then third, he grows, and fourth, he becomes mature, paśyaty, he declines, and finally, nasati, he dies. This is the nature of the whole world, and it is dictated by God himself. Okay? So we end here. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. Tomorrow, Medhananda Swami will be delivering the gospel class at 7:30. Please join if you can. Thank you. देखो पूरे गल